Hi guys, it's me Karen and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a picture in this book. Now I was told by one of my subscribers how to pronounce this, so I'm going to try. So the title of the book is Sedmik Vitek. Okay, and that translates into the word daisy by Petra, and I cannot pronounce the last name still. Gescheidtova, as close as I'm going to get to it. Okay, I've decided I'm going to do this page. Now I probably will not get it to look anything like the other side. Okay, beautiful page here, but I'm going to do like the heart part in deeper browns than this one. Forget-me-nots is what I'm going to use on these, and forget-me-nots here have more of a yellow with a white center than the green over here. Not sure what color bow I'm going to do. There are flowers here, and I'm not quite sure what these are. Now these remind me of sweet peas, and they could be sweet peas on this side and over here. Not sure about the ones down here, so they could all be different colors. And then of course we've got the roses. I would assume these are the roses here, and then we have a bow. So what I'm going to try to do is just use this as a reference guide and then do my own thing over here. So this is going to be a little different from the one I was doing yesterday. I have a bunch of, and I'm going to use Polychromos. I have to dump all this out, so this is going to make a bit of racket. Okay, these pencils I'm using on another page that I have not finished yet, so I have them in a pouch, but they have all my browns in them, so I'm going to need to use those. So I'm using Polychromos, and if I want to use watercolor to base some of this, I would use the ones that match, so the Albert Durer watercolor pencils, which I have here. Boom. So both of these pencil sets are going out on my desk, and I have a water brush out here somewhere. So we're going to see how the polys actually work on this first. So we're going to take in some of these browns out of this pile over here. Boy, I think I'm going to have to order one of these pretty soon, a little black one. It is tiny. Okay, I'm trying to find a light brown because I do have some of the Albert Durer watercolors in here also. It's using watercolor in that book too, I guess. Okay, looking for this color, and what is this one? Brown ochre. Got raw umber. Yeah, Bister's a nice color. Not finding. Got walnut in the watercolor too. What are you? You're the green gold. What other color do I have? I have nougat in the watercolor out. Maybe we'll just go in with the watercolors and see what we do here. Okay, so we have the three here. We have brown ochre, nougat, and walnut brown, which is going to be the darkest. And let's see, between these two, I'm not sure which one's going to be the lightest, but we'll just put a little here and see what we get here. And then we'll throw a little of that walnut down here on the base. And then we'll see what we get. Water brush. I know I put them in here. Here we go. So far I just used the two. The brown ochre, didn't I? Yeah. Leave the Bister out for a second. Check the water brush, see if it has enough water in it. I bought myself another set of water brushes because I wanted to check them out. I don't know about you guys, if you've ever used them. Let me find it. I guess I put it up here too. The Derwent water brushes. My problem with these is if you give them a little squish here, the water comes pouring out up here. And no matter how tight I tighten that or loosen it to try to get a good fit. So I don't know if I'm just using it wrong or what. So if you guys want to give me a little heads up on that, if I'm using it incorrectly or if that is something they just do. Because if I don't give it a squeeze, then I don't get any water coming out of it at all, it seems like. Okay, so here we go. Boom. Okay. If we're going to do that, I think that's pretty. We'll just do that. So again, with the walnut, not as much there, but a little more on this side because it's really dark. That one needs a shadow. A little there, but not so much here or here. Okay. Then we're going to go in with the brown ochre. We'll go up on this one. A little bit there. It's the walnut. Okay, so we're just going to use those colors for right now. Activate them. Okay, we're going to go and do that on all of those. I have to do them a section at a time or I don't remember which one I'm doing. So how is everybody doing today? We got our snow. It snowed all yesterday. And then it stopped. And fortunately for us, I'm going to say, I like to look at it, but I don't, I know the dangers of it. I'll put it that way. It didn't cover as much as they said it would, which is wonderful. It's going to snow again today, all day. But it's coming down in a light snow. So that makes it a lot nicer for us. We aren't getting much in the inches wise. We just get a covering so it looks pretty. It's staying off the roads for the most part. They did de-ice everything. I live on top of a very steep hill. So they de-iced it. There is a bus that goes up and down it. So they try to keep it as clean as possible, which is really nice. Didn't mean to get some there. Where's my eraser? Just a little bit right in there has to stay unwet. or unactivated, whatever way you want to say it, okay? And we just go back over this again, keeping the dark on both ends of that. So yeah, it's gonna snow for us all day again today, and it's supposed to do it all night. Yesterday it stopped and didn't snow at night, which was nice. So it depends on what it does overnight. We'll figure out how much snow we have. But it's a weekend, so. And again, we're not driving in it, so it's no biggie. So a lot of you asked if you could use watercolor in here. I have not, picked up a tube of watercolor. I'm just doing it with pencils. I've done it both ways with the pencils, scribbling it on a pad and using that like a palette, or just using the pencils like this now. And so it takes it really nice. I'll show you the other book I did one picture in. It's just a flower. But I used a lot of water and said that it was probably buckling, but when it dried really nice. So as soon as I get the color down on this little bit, I'll grab that book and I'll show you. It's the other book. And I can tell you the title of it. There we go. So I know where all that is. Okay. It's this one here. And you pronounce this Moye Cavete. That's as close as I can get. She sounded it out for me. So I want to give a shout out to Marcia. Thank you very much. And this one means my flowers. Okay, so I did this one here, and I put a bunch of water on it, and it was crinkling, and so the whole flower is done in a watercolor base. And when it dries, I'll show you the back of the page. So it has more crinkle down here where I put pencil than it did where I put the watercolor. And you can't see it through there, so I mean this paper is really, really nice to be able to do that with. So there you go. That's why I thought I'd use some of the pencils here today. So we're just gonna get some more of that down there and activate it up. I bet you could use ink tints in here too, so I may do one of those coming up. Do I have another portion I did not activate yet? Okay. We're just gonna add some over here. Going up here. Okay, this reminds me of like a metal base, and then it's wrapped with what we call either like a straw base or a twine jute type base. That's what I'm going for as the look. And over here, so I don't know what it's called when it's that flat kind of straw looking stuff. I know I've used it before on projects, and I think that's one there. It's really nice. It's easy to use. I just don't remember what it's called. If you guys do, leave it down in the description, or not the description, but I mean, you know, leave a comment. And then I can find out, and I can give you a shout out for thanking you for helping me out. I don't think I activated that one. Okay, this one's really dark. Then they're up and above. So yeah, we're just using the two colors and lightly putting it on and activating them on all of this. I think it's turning out rather pretty. So that is just the brown ochre and the walnut. I didn't put any walnut down there, so I better do that. And I didn't put any of the other color over here. There we go. Okay, then about the top up here. Be a little more careful on this side. We got a lot of little pieces of the plant. Okay. Sorry, concentrating so I don't miss any of these, which I'm pretty sure I'm doing, because I always do. part of the flower, that's part of a flower, that's the thingamybopper. That one. I knew I was going to miss one. Okay. At present, I don't see any more. That doesn't mean there isn't one hiding somewhere. But I think I got them all. I have the pencils here if I need to go back. But right now we have the pieces that we needed. So far, that's what we got. And I have to wait for it to dry before I can put pencil on it. So let's see, what will we do next? We're going to kind of do these roses kind of in the same shadish color. So they're going to be kind of the pinks. And then the forget-me-nots are going to be blue with a little bit of pink in them. When they bud, they kind of start a pink to purple to blue. When they open, at least around my neck of the woods, they also come in different colors. You have blue forget-me-nots, white ones, purple ones, pink ones, and I think a deep red. But we want to kind of go with the blue, the pink, and I like the purple idea. Not sure why this one's white, but we got a couple of white ones in there. I don't know if I'll leave them white. Like I said, it's not going to look exactly like that one, but I'm going to try. So I'm thinking if we do a ribbon, I'm not going to want it pink because of this, but it could be purple. So let's see what I got in purples. Do I have any purple watercolors out? No. We will find some purples. What do we have over here? We've got blue violet. Gosh, then you get in down to really pinks. Don't want pinks. How about blue and a violet? Which one is this going to be a little lighter than the other one? Let's grab a piece of paper. I need a scratch piece of paper. What do we got here? The big mess now on my floor. Now this is just computer printing paper. Not cardstock or anything, but I want to see what colors we have. So we have that one, and that one. So if we take the middle one out, and we will use the darkest one and the lightest one, that should work. So we will take it down here. I think I'll get you down a little closer to the bow. And then we'll just take the darker of the two and put it where the dark is. Okay, then we'll take the lighter one. Okay, let's see what happens here. Make sure our brush has got some water coming out of it, but not a whole gob. That's a whole gob. Okay. Just going to work that water, once you activate it, back into the dark. Get some of that color over here, and then make sure you get the dark left where it's supposed to be dark. That's the way I do it. There we go. Then we have to go upward, missing all the greenery that goes up. So we're going to go in. I'm going to go in with the lighter tone here first. And then we'll add in a little of the darker. And we'll see how that works. There we go. You can always fix it with pencil if you don't like the way it's looking. Okay, so far we have a ribbon holding it and the cage we got going here. This around here should be done in a black, and I think I'm just going to do that with pencil. Try to keep it in line too. There we go. This paper also erases really nicely. Just to let you know. So we gotta find, I'm gonna sharpen it. We gotta find all the little black areas that it goes around in. Nice sharp point on that, just so we know where we're going and what we're doing. So I'm going to make it a light black here, and then just darken some areas by putting more pressure on it. but leaving some lighter parts too for your eye to look at. Where's the rest of this thing? And it goes up here. And on the other side. And then if you want, you can go in and darken some of the areas that need to be in the shadow. Especially if it's dry. I missed a piece. I think that's a piece there. So I'll have to get to that. And if I don't do it now, I won't remember it's there. So I'll just put the brown in there. All right. So I'm just putting it on the darkest spots and blending it out. There's another piece right there. At least I'm doing myself a favor by doing this. Finding all the pieces that are missing. Okay. This will fill in any of those little lines that I didn't get with the watercolor too. Okay, just giving it a deeper feel. This page is going to have a lot of layers on it, so I'm going to warn you about that. Oh, there's a piece there too. This goes back on this side. Okay, and what did we have as a color for that? going to take some raw umber and stick it in here. Just give it another color. Just where the darkest parts are. Sorry. Just trying to find all of them. Okay, then I'm going to find I'm going to use a little olive green. And where the black was, I'm going to throw a little of the green in there. Help blend that out a little bit. And add another color in. So it's kind of like it was out getting weathered by all these beautiful flowers that are tucked in. We're just using it lightly here and there. And we'll probably go in with a lighter color here too. Put some up over on this side. Nope, can't get the book over there. Up over here. Okay, a lighter color would be green gold. And just a smattering here and there. I'll have to erase that. Okay, and then whatever this one is, cream. Go in with a little bit of that on the lightest spots. are the ones that are sitting up on top of the other ones. That one might need a little help there. Lighten that up a little bit. Lighten that one up a little bit. So they're supposed to be on top. Now, if I can move the eraser, I can get the cream back. There we go. There we go. Thinking that looks pretty good. I'm going to take a little burnt umber in here too. Did I already use this color? Did I'm using it again. I should quit playing with it, but yeah. What else should we do? Oh, we're going to do purple up here and get a little more definition on our bow. So we used, what were the two I used? I used blue violet and violet. So we got violet here. We've also got a light red violet. I want a darker from the blue violet. Don't know if I have a darker blue. Or purple, sorry. But we have the blue violet here, so I should sharpen them. Those two don't need to be that this one does. I could get into some sharp points in there. Okay, so this is the blue violet. Just gonna go on those dark lines and add in any other little lines you want to pull down, knowing that our ribbon here is going to have a little bit of curl in it, and it's fabric, so it'll have some lines in there. So some up here on the top. And then on our little ribbon that's going up. It's going way up. Okay, then we'll bring in the violet color. We'll start up here at the top. I'll erase it out of the vines if I'm getting it all in a big mess there, aren't I? Okay, then that on the bow. Okay, I think I'm going to bring in a white there. So we'll bring in Prisma White. Just help that out a little bit. And you just go all the way up the ribbon. All right. I think that looks good. Okay. Now, I think I'm going to stop the video now, and then in part 2 we're going to tackle some of these forget-me-nots and sweet peas and roses, because I'm going to call them sweet peas. So this is what we've got so far. There we go. And like I said, it's not really matching the other side too much. I don't have a background under it either, and I have a purple bowl instead of a pink one. Other than that, I think we're doing okay. But I love this page, and it's a nice little heart. So that'll cover our little Valentines in this book. Let's get some of that eraser dust off. But yeah, and we watercolored this whole thing. I'll turn the page. I'll turn the page. Nothing on the other side. And this is what we have on this side. Now I probably should be putting a paper in here. I have a little tiny bit of color there, and if I tip it over, it's pink over here, so I must have had a pencil under there. Let's see, where's the eraser? Yeah, that's just a pencil from the other side. It's not from the watercolor, because that's brown. Then there may be a pink tone in the brown, but not that pink. And I had purple color underneath the page, so because I have a bunch of pencils over there. Anyway, so that's what it looks on the other side, and I mean it's doing just fine. I call that wonderful. So there we go. That is what we got for today. I hope you're enjoying, and I will see you in part 2. Take care, everyone. Bye now.